About this time this last year, I think it was in November last year, we engaged AZ Advisory Group, Ashley Thiel and her group back in the back. Thank you, Ashley. To help us with the strategic planning utilizing EOS traction. So we assembled a team and to lead the company through the strategic planning. But its entrepreneur operating system is the way a company organizes all the human energy. It's the way that the people in the organization meet, solve problems, plan, prioritize, follow processes, communicate, measure, structure, clarify roles, lead, and then manage. Every company is comprised of 6 key components. So we have vision, which is getting everybody aligned and focused on the same vision. We have people, getting the right people in the right seat. Have data, which is measuring performance and having a pulse on the company. We have issues, we have to identify them and solve the issues. And then processes, documenting the way we do things and being consistent. And then lastly is traction. That's accountability, discipline, and execution. So that's what that EOS traction stands for. So I want to call on Chris Rickey to discuss the EOS and how it affected our business in the last year.
You know, we've had a lot of meetings recently, and part of it's due to the EOS system, which is entrepreneurial operating system. We started this program, and what we have implemented into our meetings is called Level 10. And Level 10 helps us to organize and keep focused and keep on track, identify problems and solve them so that we can make ourselves more effective in our meetings instead of basically the old meetings we would pretty much run around the tree trying to figure out which one to cut down. There's only one there, but we still couldn't cut it down. We couldn't get to it. We just kept going around in circles. So we're establishing that type of program to try to help us focus and keep on task. We built an accountability chart, which you'll see on the wall if you get time. At the end of the meeting, you can read the accountability chart. It took quite a bit to come up with all the information on that. Jack was instrumental in getting that done because there's a lot of work there. It basically describes each individual position in the company, and we're trying to get everybody in the right seat on the bus is what we call it. And then basically what that amounts to is getting the right person in the right place for their skill set or their ability. Department crossover. We've implemented a program where we try to go to a job, and if we think that they might need somebody from another department and we could possibly sell work from, say, service or fire protection, it's our job as managers to try to sell crossover work and to sell the whole company, not just the department we're in or what they call us for. They may not know we have fire protection. They don't know we have service. So it's our responsibility to explain to the customer and what the full gamut and capabilities of our company is, and then possibly we can sell. There's been a handful of jobs that we've gotten just from handing over to the different departments, and we didn't have a very good plan for that prior to that, so we've implemented that, and it's helping a little bit. So every little bit counts, and just makes us more profitable and better sales in the end. It makes it easier for us to keep more people busy. And through these processes in the past year, we've had many challenges, but improved our performance and meeting structure, which was a definite need. This helps us to keep our meetings on track and more efficient, and in time it will help the company to refine our procedures and ultimately improve the performance of the company as a whole. So, you know, this will eventually trickle down to everybody in the company. We're starting at the top with us trying to get our game plan in line so that we can be more efficient and effective in what we do, and then that will allow everybody else down the line to come into play, and it'll make us more effective as a company. So anyway, that's what we're here for today. So everybody pay attention, it's all good.
So next we're going to talk about the BTO. So the first thing we had to do is identify core values. been, if you've been paying attention to my emails, I start with the core values in the last 6 months anyway, maybe a year. So we have the core values, core focus, or purpose, and then our niche. So our core values are safety, integrity, respect, care for assets, which is our employees and our clients, teamwork, and continuous improvement. Our core purpose is customer satisfaction. This is all in your handout as well. It is a customer satisfaction with focus on profitability and growth. And then our niche is building and production solution. Next, we have to identify our marketing strategy, which is a target market. We identified that we are best fit with the experience that we have, the team that we have, project managers, foremen, and the rest of the team is manufacturing and healthcare, and that's really what we excel in. I'm not saying that we don't do others, but would be our target customers and jobs. We have unique things about Central. We have in-house design. Now we have 2 licensed engineers on staff. We have Dal and Omar supporting that as well. We have 10-year team. As you look around you, I bet you on each table there's an average 15 to 20 years experience, not only with this company, in addition to this company, but also as a general experience with that. And then the customer care and service. We try to do a really nice job taking care of our customer. And these are the things that we're going to be really concentrating on moving forward. In addition, we have been trying to apply a 2-year warranty to our projects. And Dale Verthaler had came up with that, and he's been successful with some maintenance M&Is, maintenance and inspection agreements to our customers. So we're giving them a 2-year because we know that quality people that we are, we can make sure that our product will hold more than 2 years. Now, equipment warranty is only 1 year on parts. So what we would do is we'll give them a warranty for our 2-year for our labor or our product, not necessarily the equipment. And then again, because we do such a great job, we want to make sure that we promote 0 punch list at the end of the project. So these are the things that we'll be working on this year with you guys. So what does this mean? We will hire, bid, and execute all our business accordingly to these criteria. Then we have to think big. So we start with a 10-year plan. This is harder than you think. Most of the team may not be here in 10 years. So we establish a 10-year plan to be an exceptional employee-owned building solution provider. That's our plan in 10 years. How we're going to get there is going to take some thinking and bring it down to 3 and then 1 year, and then so we can evaluate that every year. In order to establish a 10-year, we have to think closer by establishing a 3-year plan where the company can measure its progress. In your handout, you will see the 3-year plan. Larger facility. That's the biggest thing that I hear about every day. Accounting software to be on the cloud. Sabbatical program. Recruiting pipeline. So if we need some new project managers, new foremen, new service techs, new fire protection guys, we need to have a pipeline for all these individuals with the help of the union and otherwise. Fire protection fabrication in-house, paperless documents, continue training and education program. If we can't train and educate, we can't be that good. We can't have that quality. Our union side, they help with a lot of it, but they don't do everything. So we gotta rely on our own training as well. PDP system fully implemented, and we'll talk a little bit more about that down in the meeting. Increase shop fabrication to 50%. Everyone has found a trained their replacement. In 3 years, that's our program, including myself. I need to find who is going to take over the company in 3 years and train them. And then this is one of my Wichita Business Journal best place to work. Once we established our 3-year plan, we identified the goals that we want to establish the first year. Again, these are in your handout. So 100 people, right seat, right place, or right people, right seat. Chris talked a little bit about that. One example, we moved Bob Timish into the shop. He was a project manager, and he was not comfortable with that position. So we had to find him something different to do. We didn't want to lose Bob, of course. So we moved him in that position, and I think he's doing a fantastic job. We had to find Chris Qualls, a construction manager, to lead our mechanical department. So we found that individual. They had to find some people to help me so we can look not just 6 months from today, a year from today, or 2 years on projects, so we can be in line for bigger and better projects. Asset management overhaul, whether it's our tools, our trucks, or otherwise. 50% shop fabrication of our jobs. Predictable assets forecasting with 5-year look ahead. You know, where we're going to be in 5 years with our equipment in the shop, with our tools, trucks, etc. Technology is always moving forward, so we got to find the right things to put in our shop as well. Investigate open options for new facilities. And then again, we'll repeat that PDP rollout to all employees, which we will accomplish that this year. Set closer goals we can call ROCs, which is, again, goals to establish every quarter for the past year. We were told 80% completion of each quarter ROC is a win. So our goal was 80% completing these goals. 80% of the goals completed. So I have to congratulate the team who accomplished that in the first and second quarter of this year. We are slightly short of the goal in the third and fourth quarter. Listed is, in your handouts are quarter 4 ROCs, and these are run in red. So accountability chart. That was our fourth quarter ROC, so we got it accomplished. So we got that accomplished, and it's plastered all over the walls here. That was a very tedious work. Not only of identifying who's on the the names, but also the tasks and responsibility for each position. Develop and train a change order process. It's in progress and near complete. Job setup procedure. It's in progress and near complete. Grow backlog to 10 billion by end of 2019. We're struggling with that. It's about 70, we're about 70% there. Hire PM when backlog allows it. We have hired a PE for May, project engineer for May, and a safety manager starting in January. He will assume some of the PE responsibilities as well. Reestablish program board for bidding, and that is complete. Fire protection division realignment, that's near complete with Richard and Wade and their team. Service manager identified, hired, and that's near complete. And I want to make this very clear. Lyman is not going anywhere. He will be retiring end of next year. But what we are trying to do is we're trying to establish or name a service manager that will help him move us forward next year so he can shed some of his responsibilities and train this individual. So if there's any rumors, please tell them what that truth is. Hire CM or interim CM. So we hired the CM as Chris, so that's been complete. Projection procedures, that's internal for our jobs, so that needs some work yet. And finally, rework fire inventory, and that is in progress. So as you can see, there's a lot of things on Q4 rocks has been done or near done.